time, guys, I want to talk to you guys about something that I found out a while ago, something that I forgot about a while ago as well. Now, this is absolutely amazing to me, and I am fucking loving the situation, what's going on. Essentially, I found a place where you can get a Chaos Warhound Titan for $250. That's right, you heard me, $250 fucking dollars. That's, how much is that? Fuck it, how much? That's £160, 63 English pound. That's right, 163 quid. That's fucking amazing for a Warhound Titan. Not just the body, not just a body and both arms. How fucking awesome is that? And the actual website in question that is selling this is Coolcast or not. So I gotta open my computer. I gotta go and see. Gotta go and see what it is, like what website it is. 1 second, guys. Let's close that porn down. Yep, there we go. Yeah, Coolcast or not. So, the Coolcast website, as far as I'm led to believe, what my source tells me, Coolcast started out as a Chinese forgeworld like spin-off kind of thing. In order for forgeworld to ship to China and stuff, the shipping costs and things were too great to ship from wherever it was originally. So China went, hey, we'll produce some mods to ship to that kind of region of the world. However, when forgeworld decided actually we're not getting as much business, they shut them down. However, because there's next to no copyright laws in China, China went, hey, fuck you, forgeworld, fuck you, Games Workshop. We're going to start reproducing stuff and selling it on the cheap. So you can go to this website and you can get all kinds of forgeworld stuff. Fuck what I just knocked off. I've just knocked something off. I don't know what I've knocked. Fuck, I'll get it later. But yeah, you can get all kinds of forgeworld stuff. Obviously, it's not the entire range, but there's a lot of fucking stuff. There's a lot of stuff on there for mega cheap. And I would say, guys, fucking go there. Because if they get more custom, then they're going to start producing more stuff. Now, I don't actually know, no one really knows what kind of molds they have for the forgeworld stuff. But I'm guessing they've probably got more than they crack on, one more on the website, just waiting for more business to produce more stuff. So guys, Coolcast or not, fucking go check them out. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below. Fuck you, Games Workshop, fuck you, forgeworld, you overpriced bastards. And also, as well, from what I'm led to believe, even though the resin isn't the same formula that forgeworld uses, it's still very, very good. Still better than fucking Finecast. Oh, now guys, I've got to say, as of late, I've not been really feeling too good. In all honesty, there's something wrong. Something feels a bit rotten. Not too good with me. Fucking think it's Nurgle's rot, motherfuckers. That's right. Yeah, I've been nurgling it up recently. There's loads and well, not loads, but I've just decided, hey, fuck it, let's have a mess around with Nurgle. So actually on today's show, you are going to see Mortarian with wings! With motherfucking wings, bitches! Yeah, finally got around to ordering those, finally got around to sticking them on. Not fully attached yet, not fully integrated into the whole miniature, but you guys will see what it looks like. He no longer looks like he's springing forward on a fucking coil of bandages like some kind of mutated Zebedee from the fucking Magic Roundabout. Doesn't look like that anymore. And I've also got a surprise for you guys. Because I thought to myself, hey, let's do some experimenting. I got a fuckload of green stuff. Let's do some experimenting. And I came out with something that I'm going to tell you later. So yeah, guys, on with the rest of the show. Oh, but you thought you were going to get away from the 40k motivational poster of the week. Actually, guys, in all honesty, I'm thinking of getting rid of the 40k motivational poster of the week. It's just getting a bit old, a bit tired. So yeah, before we roll the 40k motivational poster of the week, it'd be awesome to see if you guys have any ideas what I could put in the show instead of this section. It's only going to be short, something tiny, but leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below as to what I could put in the instead of the 40k motivational poster. And if I like the idea, I might just do it. Okay, on with the poster of the week.
Knuckles rot. Too bad you don't have health insurance.
Okie dokie, guys. Now that's taken care of. Let's clear some sort of little hole in this mess of a desk. And this was tidy a couple of weeks ago, guys, by the way. It was fucking tidy. I just decided to make a mess of it again when I decided to build stuff. Okay, guys, so, first, get my words together. First miniature I'm going to show you is the Mortarian commission, sorry, that I got. Now, now he has his wings. It's not really done much. I've literally just added the wings, but I think it looks a hell of a lot better. As I said before, it no longer looks like an evil Zebedee from the Magic Roundabout springing forth on a coil of bandages. But yeah, so as we can see, the wings are attached like this. These are Pegasus wings, if I'm led to believe, and they are pretty nice. This was the look I was going for. I didn't want fully spread wings. I don't know why. I just decided that it wouldn't look too right. So I was like, hey ho, let's just give them fucking regular ass wings. Like folded slightly, but I think they're about the right size. And if you were to spread these out, if this model could move, its wingspan would be quite large, I think, because like I said, they are folded up. But yeah, these are simply pinned into the back of it. Now I did have a bit of an issue whilst pinning, because over the long time that this model has been on my desk, I've actually forgotten how I constructed it. And when I realised that the back of it is actually not even plastic. The entire back of this miniature, so for all here, in fact the chest bit, as you can see in there just about, that is the only real bit that's plastic apart from the hat, the arms and the head. The back is all just a solid lump of green stuff. Now I had a bit of an issue whilst pinning because the green stuff I used was the wrong density. Now I'll explain density in green stuff as well for you guys. Density, in fact, no, I'm gonna leave that for a little while. But basically, the density of the green stuff wasn't great, and it was really, how should I say it, spongy, really springy, and quite soft. So the wings kind of kept moving around, shall I say. So what I had to do, I had to invest in some liquid green stuff, which is I know I slated it a while ago. I didn't really slate it. I kind of moaned at Games Workshop for having to bring out another product to fix an already existing product, which is still completely and utterly bullshit. But what I did, once you can see on this wing here, I purposely did this for you guys, it's quite, you can wobble it quite a lot, whereas this one, where I liquid green stuffed around it, it's not quite as, well, you probably can't really see, but I can feel it, and I'm telling you this, it's a lot more sturdy with the liquid green stuff around it, just to anchor it on. But yeah, this is nearly done. Just going to add, literally, I'm in the process of, I've got my green stuff rolled out already, in the process of adding bandages that are going to be draped off here. And both sides, so it looks like his wings have kind of had holes made, or he's made holes with his wings in the back of his the rags that he's wearing, and they're going to be like all droopy and dangly down here. Basically, just discreetly hide the joins where the wings join to the body. But yeah, that's that. But yeah, that's enough of that. Now, ladies and gents, on to the pièce de résistance. This is the miniature that I've been working on for quite a while, and I'll be completely honest, this was a complete experiment. I did not intend for it to get this big. I did not intend for this to become an actual miniature in itself. I just wanted to try out some new techniques with green stuff. I just finished doing Mortarian. Well, not finished, put the wings on. I was like, do you know what? I really want to just faff about with green stuff, and I thought, well, Nurgle really is the best way to practice green stuff on, because you can make it look as good or as bad as you want. So first of all, I got some stuff, and I was like, yeah, playing around with it, and I was like, I know, fuck it, let's just make a great unclean one. As you guys can see, this is probably one of the most detailed models I have ever made, ever in the history of my life, ever. It's fucking massive as well. It is probably it's too large to fit in my entire hand. It's probably about as big as a grapefruit. Probably a bit bigger than a grapefruit, actually, I'd say. But yeah, anyway, I'll give you guys a lowdown on the initial construction. You might be wondering what this white stuff is. Now, this white stuff is a substance called milliput, and it is a lot harder than your average green stuff. There's several different types of milliput. Again, I will come to those in a later episode, but this is the white milliput.
Now, this strat is a lot harder, but I think I thought to myself, right, I want this to be a really big, fat bastard, so I thought to myself, oh, it's going to cost me an absolute fucking fortune in Greenstuff, or milliput, because it's not cheap milliput, it's about £6, and you get about the same much as Games Workshop Greenstuff, but we'll come to that later on. So what I did, I actually got, I used the polystyrene trick like I did on this Demon Prince here. God, that's fucking dusty. So what I did, I got a polystyrene ball, like this, and I covered the whole fucking thing in milliput. Waited for the milliput to harden, and then I smashed a hole in it, so it exposed the polystyrene, and then I melted it with poly cement in the middle. So not only did it make it lighter, but it gave me a cavity in it, so I could do stuff with it. And then from then on, I just kind of built on it with Greenstuff. So let's have a look. We'll start where I started, which is this side here. Now, it took me, of course, a couple of days to make this. The arm is a giant arm, as you guys can see there, with this this guy gonna get in tentacle raped. That's pretty rapey. I wondered if I'd crossed the line with this model, if I'm being completely honest. But I didn't want to just have an arm, so I did these, like, you know, these balls, like cancerous tumory things. These are gonna get filled in with either liquid green stuff or little bits of more yellow ratio green stuff, so it looks a bit less like just balls on his side. But yeah, so you can see this guy's actually from the giant arm with the peasant that he's got, but I cut his head off and replaced it with a Katachan head. I replaced his boots, still need to tidy that one up there. Replace his boots with Katachan boots as well. Now what I did, I used the tentacle rape that's going on here to disguise the fact that the neck had a really rough join, and it kind of doesn't work. And if you notice as well, his head is actually slightly larger, and I like this because it looks like his head is being squozed by the tentacles and about to pop off, and he's just looking at him hungrily, licking his lips. I ate his liver with some liver beans. Right, anyway. So, then I continue down here now. I've got to say, the legs I'm not too happy with on this one, but like, guys, let me know what you think. So, with this bit here, I used a technique where I got the green stuff in a sheet and then pulled it with some tweezers, very similar to the way I do my capes. The boils and stuff that you see here, this was made by blobbing down a lump of green stuff, smoothing it over, and then getting like bits of biros or anything with got a hole in it really that's like a tube, and pushing it in, and it comes out and makes this really nice looking boil kind of technique. This again was used a similar technique to what I did with the main body of the miniature. Stuck a lump of polystyrene in there, covered it over slightly, waited for the green stuff to set, then melted it out. That looks quite cool. He's got little bits of stuff, you know, 40k stuff, you know, sticking out of him as well. There's also a dude trying to escape from inside of him there. I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I need to do a bit of tidying up, but he's kind of like, no, help me, please let me go. And his arm is kind of like decayed away. Now there's this bit here. Now I was either thinking, because it's quite overdone, obviously I'm not going to leave it like this. I was either thinking of doing a massive fuck off tentacle coming all the way around, with like suckers on it and stuff, or like goo or something like that. Or I was thinking of having like just like a load of shit, literally a load of shit, pus and bile coming out, and having like zombie bits, like he's eating people and he's shitting out zombies from this like fucking anus here. Anus. So I was doing that. So if you guys can think of any ideas, by the way, you know, throw them down in the comments and I'll have a look at them. As we move up and around, use some liquid green stuff to texture here, and the actual liquid green stuff dries a little bit harder than this other stuff. And the awesome thing about Nurgle stuff is, you can probably see there's a bit of fingerprintiness there. You can leave fingerprints in Nurgle stuff because it just looks like skin. Okay, moving around to the back, we've got some little marks of Nurgle and stuff there. We've got this, I don't know what this is really. This was kind of like when I was just fucking around with it. I thought I could make that into an eye, but it's a bit too big. But it could be a really popping out eye. We got some more 40k stuff. We got, you know, a little mark of chaos that's been embedded in him there. We've got this like fucking brain ass thing here, and then there's like weird like pustule parasite-y looking things there. We've got a porthole. This is going to get all textured up as well around the edge. We've got like a fucking portal of a tank with a big fuck-off tentacle coming out of it. We've got some tubing. We've got an Imperial Guard rocket launcher with a tentacle coming out, coiling round. Everything in this model looks so organic and so much detail, it's fucking insane. We've got some random ass fucking tendrils here. We've got a bit of a, you know, Tyranid carnifex, that's like a spinefex, I think, just embedded there. But I just thought I wanted a bit of different texture. So we got the green stuff texture, and then we have like something else that just looks a bit different. We've got some more pustules, we got whatever the fuck this thing is going on here. Now we come to the front. You see, one of the things I like about this, even his own kind isn't safe. Motherfucking, whatever you call them, plague bearer. We got some fucking ribs sticking out there. Now this bit in the middle here, this is awesome. This is a big mouth that I wanted. I was either gonna have like a big cavity full of guts and things, but I was like, nah, fuck it, let's have another mouth in there. So what we did, we got loads of teeth and stuff. Now for painting, these teeth will pop out because I mixed the density of green stuff on the teeth, so it's harder than the stuff that's holding it in. So all it takes is pop them out, re-glue them after you paint them and stuff like that. There's actually a guy in there being sucked into this great big gullet. As you can see up there, that's what it looks like from the back. Quite tricky to do actually, but I think it turned out quite nice. Well, this was an entirely big hole here as well, had tentacles coming out. Used the polystyrene technique where you put polystyrene inside the green stuff and it makes this lumpy tentacle kind of texture. Now comes the face. Now the face originally had 2 eyes, but it just looked really, really shit. Just looked so fucking derpy. And so I went and looked online, and there was a load of like images and stuff of Nurgle, great and clean ones with just 1 eye. So I thought, fuck it, let's give it like 1 kind of eye. And that actually fell on the floor. That's how the eye ended up like that. But I thought it was one of those really coincidental accidents that just make stuff look good. He's got some horns sticking out there. The actual texturing on his face, you see he's got a little nose down there as well beneath his eye. I was really chuffed with that. It was the first time I'd ever tried to do like a kind of like nose effect. He's got little maggots coming out of his face, he's got holes, he's got a nice textured face kind of thing going on here, all pockmarked and rank looking. The teeth are actually really cool as well, really, really spiky, really thin. I wanted it to look really gappy and stuff, and also there's a big cavity behind there as well, so it actually gives a lot of depth to the miniature. The tongue is really cool, you know, it's going to be a wartiness on his tongue, but the teeth are actually made by drilling directly into the green stuff and then just gluing the teeth in. That was really cool. There's a lot of layers on this, there's a lot of layers in this miniature, which is pretty deep, which is just, it makes it interesting to look at. What else have we got? Moving up here. I don't know why, but I stuck another demon head inside his head. I originally wanted that to be his head, but then it was like too small and it looked really stupid and out of proportion. And then the green stuff had already dried and I didn't want to hack it apart. But I think it adds just a different level of weirdness to the miniature. As you can see here on the tentacles here, I wanted to, I think I might, you know, get rid of them, because they just look a bit shit, really. They're like buttons. Now, the thing that I'm most proud about this miniature is the right arm on it, or the left arm, whichever way you look at it. Now, I wanted like a big fuck-off arm compared to that really scrawny arm, so that's what I tried to go for, but I didn't want to model the whole thing, as if it was like, you know, skin in it. I wanted to make it like it was made up of tentacles. So we've got like loads and loads of like, focus, loads of like wrapped tentacles. The armature on this was a really big paperclip. Fucking focus, you bastard. It was a really big paperclip. Then so once I had the armature, I glued it in, put green stuff around it to give it a base, just to give it a bit more substance. And even with that, it's still a bit bendy. And then I just started literally overlapping tubes of green stuff around it, and then I got some softer green stuff. I tried to poke little things into it, makes it look like it picked up stuff over time. I made it look like skin here, but the real pièce de résistance is the fucking hand. The hand I was really proud of. This is my first attempt at sculpting a hand grasping anything. So I would actually really like you guys' input as to what it looks like. I know it looks a bit rough at the moment, but it will get tidied up. But yeah, so it's got like a clawed hand, which just looks really cool. Now the blade was the weapon was something I was stuck with for ages, and I'm still not too happy with it. The weapon is like a big butcher's blade kind of thing. It looks a bit demonic kind of thing. But I was gonna have a big mace, or I was gonna have like a flail. I honestly don't know. If you guys, it's like a bit plain as well, the blade. So if you guys can think of any way that I can, you know, kind of make the blade look a bit more interesting, please again let me know in the comments. The blade is actually made out of really thick, high-density plastic card. It's this stuff here. Now, I get this stuff from work. This is old POS, old point-of-sale stuff that manufacturers give us, and it's really, really, really thick, and you'd pay probably about, I don't know, £5 for a sheet of this. But what it does is it carves really nicely. So, say, for example, I've got a chunk of it here. it just cuts really nice, and you get a really nice edge on it, and it's not spongy in the middle, it's high density all the way through. It's quite hard for me to do that, but if you put it on an edge, you cut it like that, and try not to slice myself, you get a fucking fantastically sharp edge. I've actually cut myself on there, it's kind of similar to having a paper cut. But yeah, so that's that stuff. I mean, what I would suggest, if you're ever out and about shopping and you see anything like that that's POS on the side of a shelf or something, even if it's not a place of work, if you're just out for the day or something, fucking steal it. Reason being is because the shop gets that for free, it doesn't cost them anything, therefore it doesn't cost them anything to replace it, because the manufacturers give it him. So yeah, I would say just fucking go ahead and steal. Fucking go and steal everything, I don't care. But yeah guys, so this is the Great Unclean one. Now, I'm really chuffed with it. Let me guys know what you think. But I've got an issue. I don't actually know what I'm going to do with it. Now, once it's done, I sure as hell don't want to paint it because I don't think I could do it justice. So I'm going to put it out there. Does anybody want this when I'm done finishing it? It's a case of, I mean, I will start. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember how much the Games Workshop one is. Hold on. We're doing this live. Well, as live as it is when I'm recording. I mean, the Games Workshop Great Unclean one, I think I've done a better job than the Games Workshop Great Unclean one. Let me know again just what you think. Is it better than the GW one? I think it is, but you know, some people might have other opinions. But yeah, just searching. If anyone who wants to take this off my hands, the Games Workshop Great Unclean one is £36, which is fucking ridiculous. That is so fucked up. That's a lot of money for something that is probably half the size of this, and is a really bad sculpt. Okay, so not only guys will you be getting this, which is a complete unique sculpt from me, I would say, you know, fuck it, we'll start it off at 30, no actually, we'll start off at 30 quid. 30 quid, including postage and packaging, if anybody wants this guy. Obviously, get in touch with me with PM if you do want him. You'll be able to keep in touch, keep in his progress and stuff, where he's at, because I need to do the feet and stuff properly through the YouTube channel. Also, Cool Mini or not, I'll put a link to my Cool Mini account. You can go and see stuff in there as well. But yeah, if anyone's interested in him, give me a PM. Start the bidding off at 30 quid. And yeah guys, so that's pretty much all I've got to show you this week. It's a bit of a long video, thank you for sticking around. So yeah guys, I will see you next time. Oh, but first, it's time for the new section of the show, which is Hobby Tip section. So, roll that now.
Yeah. You wanna press?
Okie dokie guys, to kick off the hobby tip section, we're going to first kick off by talking about Greenstuff. Now, you guys that are new to this, you might want to either fucking fast forward it or switch off now, whatever. If you guys are just new to Greenstuff though, I have no idea what it is, stick around because you might learn something. Greenstuff is an epoxy putty mix made of 1 part yellow, 1 part blue. The blue part is a hardener and the yellow part keeps it squishy and mouldable. So you mix it together and obviously blue and yellow makes green. Now, there's 2 different ways you can mix it. Well, there's actually 3 different ways. Most people prefer a 50-50 mix of yellow to blue. And that creates a really nice sculpting, substance for you to work with. However, if you're like me and you've used Greenstuff quite a while, you'll know that Greenstuff has different properties depending on how it's mixed. The first one I'm going to talk about is if you mix the yellow to blue ratio with a lot more yellow, and you get something that looks like this, which is quite a light green, and it's very, very sticky, very, very malleable, and it will stay like this for a long, long time. And even after it's cured and then after it's dried, it still retains a certain amount of elasticity, if that is the right word to say. I'm not entirely sure, but it'll also bend quite a bit. Now this will take a long time to set, so I wouldn't plan on. I mean, it's great for sculpting detail and great for sculpting smooth stuff and getting, and it's great for workability because it stays workable for a long time, but a lot of people don't like that. The second thing with Greenstuff is this stuff here. Now this is when you mixed it with the blue, with a stronger blue ratio, and you can actually see the difference in colour. Now this stuff will harden a lot faster, and it's actually already turning a bit hard in my fingers. Now this is slightly more difficult to sculpt with, unless you're going for a more edgy. It's a bit harder to wear. It's not as malleable, it's not as soft, but this will dry a lot faster because it's had more blue mixed in. So yeah, that's what that is used for. You can also use stuff like milliput and things. You can actually add milliput to Greenstuff to give it different properties. The white milliput, which I used on the Nurgle Great Unclean one, that stuff is very, very solid. So what you can do, you can actually mix that in with the light green stuff, so it's really easy to sculpt with, but it dries rock solid, which is really cool. Dries a lot more brittle. However, what we might want to do, if you want to mix the two together, we'll probably get a more overpowering blue to green. But that's that. Really, but yeah, in regards to other modelling putties such as milliput, mix them, they're completely fine. Also, Greenstuff, just so you guys are aware, it is completely non-toxic. There is a lot of rumours, there was a lot of rumours going around saying that Greenstuff is toxic. Make sure you don't eat it, make sure you don't put it in your mouth when it's still like in this sticky state, which is bullshit. It's made of completely non-toxic chemicals. That was actually, there was another company that made it, made another modelling putty that tried to debunk the company that made Greenstuff. As you can see there, we've got the traditional kind of Greenstuff kind of colour there. Okay, and I'm going to talk about where I get my Greenstuff from as well, quickly. I get my Greenstuff from this place here. thebattleforge.co.uk, and it's absolutely amazing in terms of buying modelling putties. Games Workshop will charge you £6.15 for 6 inches of Greenstuff. Okay. That's fucking expensive, that's pricey. However, Battleforge for 12 inches of Greenstuff, that's 12 inches, exactly the same fucking stuff as this, exactly the same stuff as the Games Workshop stuff use, will charge you £3.70 for fucking double what Games Workshop shows you. They also charge £8 for 36 inches of Greenstuff. 36 fucking inches. That's insane! That really is insane. That's a lot of fucking modelling putty for only a little bit more than what GW pays. They also do their own miniatures and stuff. They also do a lot of other modelling putties. They do the milliputs and stuff. They also do a thing called brown stuff. I'm not too sure on the properties of brown stuff, but if you want me to find out for you guys, I will find out. But go and check them out. The potion packaging is also free on Greenstuff, which is really good. I mean, that's within the UK. So I don't know whether or not, I think that you probably have to pay a little bit for shipping to other countries, but give them a try. Wargame Miniatures, thebattleforge.co.uk. I'll put a linky link in the doobly-doo down below for them. But yeah, guys, so this is the hobby tip section, and a bit of a promotional shout out for the Battleforge. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of this new section. Should I continue it? And we'll have a... Say, if you like the section, give it a like, you know? Give it a like you like. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you again. Goodbye.